everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm trying something, I was gonna say I'm trying something new, but it's not that new. And since I'm always trying something new, is it really new? I don't know. I recently purchased these drawing pencils. These are the Prismacolor Premier Colored Pencils. I got them because I was using these before. You've seen them. I don't know what brand these are and they feel very waxy. I had no experience really with colored pencils, so I thought maybe this was normal, but I kind of doubted it. So I got these pencils instead to compare. It's quite a small box. There's 24 pencils in there and that's enough for me for now. So I decided to do a couple portraits from the 100 head challenge using these and see how they work. See if I like these better compared to my old ones that I showed you. Today is kind of a test and we tackle a couple of portraits, bringing us closer to the end of the challenge. One day, guys, one day. This time, I decided to start directly with the colored pencils without doing a graphite pencil sketch first. It's my second time doing this and I keep surprising myself. It's easier than I thought it would be, probably because of all the practice that I've had since starting the 100 Heads challenge. The first time was when I did some drawings with a ballpoint pen. I filmed the whole process, but I lost a big portion of the footage, so I couldn't show it to you. I did an Instagram post if you want to see the drawings though. I've been semi-complaining about the amount of time I spend of this challenge, but I can really see the benefits. And also, I could stop at any time if I thought it was that useless. But I'm so close to the end now. After the 3 portraits I'm going to do today, I'll only have 7 more to do. I can do it. I still have to say that before starting this page, I wondered if I should just stop the challenge now and draw something else. The portraits didn't inspire me. Some seemed too complicated, others not colorful enough. I decided to start with this first lady. Originally, the reference image is almost a full body image, and her dress looked so complicated to draw. She had a lot of jewelry, all very beautiful and very complicated. I decided to only do her head since it's the 100 Heads challenge and not the 100 full body drawing challenge. After this decision, I got over my hesitation and I started drawing. After the sketch, I have to say that I didn't know where to start. I just grabbed a color and started adding some spots here and there on the whole drawing. I did not focus on rendering the drawing by section. Instead, I worked on the whole thing, switching from one color to the other. Now, I'd like to talk to you about my first impressions. I'm using the Prismacolor Premier Softcore Colored Pencil set. On the website, it says that they have creamy cores, which make them perfect for shading and blending. They have rich pigments and resist breakage. These pencils are so buttery, so soft. They apply so easily on the paper, and I feel like you can always add new layers on top of old ones. The colors stay vibrant, and you can use the white to blend the colors together. Of course, if you do that, it will lighten the drawing, but then you can add more colors on top if needed. This is so different from my other colored pencil set. Those pencils were a lot more waxy and dry. You had to apply more pressure for the color to transfer to the paper. Their waxy property made it difficult to add layers, which kind of sucks. As you can see, I use my pencils in my mixed media sketchbook. The paper is a little bit on the rougher side since it's made for wet media, so I could still see some texture in my drawings. They were not as smooth as they would be if I drew on smoother paper, like in my drawing sketchbook. You'll see what I mean at the end when I show you some close-ups. I will make sure to try them in my drawing sketchbook to see the difference. I also got some hot press watercolor paper, so I'll use them on it too. Now I'm using the white to try to blend the colors a little bit. You can really see the paper's texture through the drawing. Using the white really helped with that, but it lightened your skin tone too much, so I ended up adding more color on top after. Because I'm used to my other pencils, I was very surprised at how easy it was to add an extra layer. I also used the white to create the fur texture on the thing across her dress. Sorry, I don't know what it's called. I drew some gray and brown lines, and I went on top with the white, which created a different texture than the rest of her clothing. Now we have pretty much finished this portrait. I like how I was able to represent her playful look on paper. You can especially see it in her eyes. I don't know, I think I'm getting better at portraits, guys. Let's move on to the second portrait. This one has less details. What I liked about this one was the colors. I love putting unconventional colors in portraits, as you know. In fact, I think that skin tones have a lot more colors than it seems. You can find some greens, blues, purples, and more if you look closely. So in this portrait, I added some purple on his face and a lot of blues and greens in his beard. I also left some white spots in his beard to represent the highlights. I always struggle to leave white spots because I want to fill the whole page, especially with watercolors. But it creates a beautiful contrast, and the paper is already white, so why not use it to our advantage? And then the third portrait. I chose a different skin tone to use my darker colors. I also really liked her hair and all the colors in her skin, which you'll see soon. I had a little bit more trouble with the proportions in this one. I noticed that this happens a lot when I draw children. Maybe I'm just not used to their proportions. I don't know. Now we are finished with the portraits, but I wanted to show you a quick close-up because you can really see the paper's texture. So here is what I've done so far. I like the portraits. I consider this page done, but I feel like there's missing something. You know, there's no cohesion between all of the different portraits. There's too much white space, too much blank space that I want to fill, so I decided I could use these inks that were given to me that I've never used. This one I'm not sure what the color is. I guess it's a kind of an orange. And this is a very beautiful color, a China ink, drawing ink. So can't wait to try it. And I'm gonna use my new flower mixing ceramic thing that I bought recently. So I'm gonna use this and just loosely add some color in the background, and then we'll call this piece done. It's been a long time since I've done a piece for the 100 head challenge. I feel like maybe that it hasn't been that long, but for me it feels like a very long time. I'm gonna use, I wonder if I should use this one. It's such a weird brush. Maybe I could use it. I'm first gonna wet it, see what the bristles look like once they're wet. Yeah, so let's try this one. So I'm first going to put a little bit of color in here. I'm not sure how this works. Like this. And I'm going to start with putting some water in the background first. I think it's gonna help with the color spreading. So this brush is losing a lot of hair. Maybe it's because it's never been used. So maybe in the first couple of tries it's gonna lose some hairs and then after it's gonna stop, or well, I guess we'll see. So let's see. Ooh, Such a bright color. I am also going to put a bit of color in here. Ooh, that might be a lot. Let's discover the color together. That's quite nice. Oh, I'm sure I put too much color in here. I wanted to get the yellow back because I mixed it with some orange in, but now I want to get the full bright yellow. It's a very strange color, and it's strange the way it mixes, and I guess I'm just not used to be using some ink, so maybe that's just what's happening here. But I feel like the darker orange doesn't mix too well with the other color. Maybe it's because it's a different type of ink, because it was given to me in this jar, so I have no idea what it really is. I know it's ink, but is it like an acrylic ink or anything particular? I don't know. See how it's not mixing? So if you know what kind of ink this is, please tell me. So I think I'm gonna leave it like this to dry. I have so much ink. Oh no! Oh my god! I made a mess on this page. Well, I guess it happens. I'll see you when it's dried. Okay, so this has dried a little bit. Well, it's pretty much dried. So I'm gonna add some swirls and things as such just to finish off the look of this page. I really hope you like this video. I always have a lot of fun doing these, especially when I try out new art supplies. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you're not already. Take care, and I'll see you soon.
Anywhere you go, anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say